Hi guys. So on this tutorial I am going to show you how to curl different ways on the different petal designs I have offered in my shop. So I'm just going to go through the different templates I have on my shop and the ways I curled them, and then I will show you the finished thing. So I'm not going to put the entire flower together because I have already made a tutorial on how to do that, which I will attach to each one of the listings. So you will have a tutorial on how to make the basic layout of a flower, and then this one is going to show you different ways to curl your flower to show, to have it turn out differently, and to show you each one of the designs, in action. So I'm gonna start with my number 9 template, and this is the finished product. I don't know if you can see very well, but on this one I curled alternating. So one went up and then the other side went over. And it gives it just a little different look. I actually really like it on how it turned out. So now I'm going to show you how to actually achieve that on one of the petals. And it's, like I said, it's really easy. You could apply this to a lot of the other templates as well. So that's kind of why I'm doing this. I want you to be able to see the different curls on the petals and what the outcome is. But you can use them on a lot of different, of the designs. So that's my goal, is to give you guys as many options as possible with each one of the templates. So you can see what this one turned out to be. So as in the tutorial, you go through and you cut this. And on these ones, I do prefer to curl them before I glue them. So I know this is a really small one, so I'll hold it up. Now, the number 9 layout, you're gonna wanna be careful because with this decorative edging, if you get a little too rough with it, you will tear it. So just make sure you're really careful. So on that one, I just did one side was like that. And then you flip it over and you curl the other side that way. So it looks a little awkward and weird. It's kind of different looking, but when you glue it together, it's gonna look kind of like this. Can you see it? Different shape of it. And then when you put them all together, like I showed you, it will come out to looking like this. So it's got a really cool look to it, different texture, different layout, and it's very easy to put together the same way all the other ones are. Start with the outer layer and you layer in, line them up exactly the same on all the flowers. It's just literally how you curl them. So this is the number 9 template, and you can see what that one looks like right there. So yeah, this one you could easily also just curl back if you would like. Because you don't have to curl it that way. Oops. Because then it would be kind of like the basic ones with just a really pretty edge to it. So when it puckers, it'll kind of look like that. Or another option, this is completely off the edge. Another option, I'll take this because you can easily recurl things. You could do one on the one side and then just see one on the other, and now it's kind of bending a little bit, but then you have one side and then the other. So really there's like 3 different ways you can curl the same petal. And I will show you on other ones what this curl looks like and what the double-sided looks like. So, like I said, number 9 template. And so yeah. Now I'll go on to the number 2 template. Looks like this. And the way I did it, the outcome was like this. It's very pretty. It stands up a lot more. So please notice that it does stand up. It stands out a lot more than some of the other ones that lay flat. So when doing this, and it's how you curl the petal. So when doing this, please remember that if you want a larger flower, make this template much larger. Because I used the same size petal on this one as I did this one, and you can see the size difference. I wish you could put them next to each other. So yeah, this one is a lot wider, lays down a lot more, and this one stands up. But the reason for that is how I curled them. So for this one, you can see there is just a slight crease in the petal. It just makes it, you know, it's just a different look. So I put a slight crease in my petal. So obviously you cut it, and you are going to want to crease it right away. And I'm just saying a slight crease. Do not take the whole thing and just bend it in half. You only need a slight crease. It also keeps it from being a lot easier to having to line it up completely. And I found that if you bend the whole thing completely in half, it's harder to curl as well. So you kind of just want to just so you can see it. And then for this one, all I did was curl over the edges on the sides like that. So then when you glue the crease together, and this is why with it bent in half, that's why it stands up more, because it's already creased enough where it's going to want to go up at a higher angle. So you can kind of see how it's going to sit, and I wish you could see the angle a little bit more. But yeah, so that is how that one is done. And this is the number 2 template in the shop. So I will